You're listening to The Blind Chick, an Aftersight original podcast. We're telling you stories about strength, overcoming hurdles, and living experiences. We see who you really are. Blindness can be an adventure. Are you ready for the journey of a lifetime? We are. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of The Blind Chick. Jonathan Price here, your podcast producer here at Aftersight. Wanted to thank you so much for all of your downloads, your listens, your shares. You are making this show grow at a rate that is just a little mind-boggling. So I want to thank you for that. Leave a comment, leave a subscription, write us a 5-star review, all the things, share it with friends and family. We're going to dive into part 2, but before we do, you got to get Penn some birthday wishes, some birthday cards. We want to send her a special birthday wish, and we're doing it the old-fashioned way. We want physical cards. If you want to send a card to Penn Street, send it to 1700 55th Street, Suite A in Boulder, Colorado, 80301. And her birthday is March 24th, so we want to thank everybody for all of those birthday wishes coming up in just a few weeks. If you send it in, maybe we'll read it on air. All right, enough of my chatting. Here's Penn Street, Moses Street, talking with Deeds, Diane, Schuur.
I have noticed, Deeds, because you and I had talked about kind of taking the concert in the dark on the road. And I have noticed, if you Google concert in the dark, there are other people out there doing it. And I know when we did it, there was nothing like it. So I think we did do.
Yeah, and quite the controversy.
Yes,
too.
It was quite controversial.
Oh, really?
Yes,
the backstory.
Yeah, but it was a wonderful event, and I am glad that other people, liked the concept. And because, I mean, like we talked about music now, even if you just go to a little pub or something, I feel like there's always all these visual things that they focus on more than the music and the vocals. Yeah. And that was the whole purpose of that concert, is that...
Yeah, you and I talked about that.
Yeah. And
remember, you and I talked about at length.
Yes.
About how it's so different than having to fixate your eyes on this or that.
Yes. Yeah. And
I think if more people did that kind of concept, it would really be cool, because it wouldn't.
It would, and I feel like it's more intimate. Like, I feel like when you have, and people said that with you, Deeds, is because we had handed out, blindfolds so that people could put them on. It wasn't mandatory or anything. We didn't turn out the lights or anything like that. It was an opportunity for people to focus on the music and the vocals and how that felt more, and what they heard versus what all this extra static of visual stuff. But an interesting thing happened. Feedback that we got is people put the masks on. Like most of the audience put the masks on when we had our warm-up band, and they were amazing. But when you came out, you were so dynamic and so animated.
Yeah.
That they wanted, if they could see, they really wanted to see you and see what you were doing. And so they said, we'd try to close our eyes or something, but we really wanted to see what Deeds was going to do next. And even though you were just sitting at the piano, it wasn't like you were up dancing around or anything, but the way you spoke and what you shared, it was almost like you were physically animated, even though you weren't, So it was cool that I mean, it shows you're a pro. So do you think you'll sing even if you, like, I know you can't fly. I know that guaranteed with the Meniere's, but if you didn't have to be super physical, could you do Maybe not a whole
Well,
gig, or just maybe like a special performance.
what I do is like I did the telethon. They have a fundraiser every year. I did that.
Oh,
Perhaps I'll do it this year. But just as far as getting out there and all of the minutiaes of, having to hire road managers, having to do all of this extra added responsibility.
yeah.
So, I'm starting to really enjoy this kind of life that I got.
Yeah.
I'm able to just, I can watch my soap operas and
You can wear your pajamas all day long if you want to.
I'd be curious if my memory's right. Is you worked with B.B. King, right?
I did.
And wasn't that your one of your Grammy records?
No.
Or was that with Stevie Wonder?
No, it was Diane Schuur and the Count Basie Orchestra.
That's right.
Oh, Count Basie.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then
That's
the
right.
other one was Timeless. And there's the awards over there. You may not be able to see them, but they're there. 2 Grammy Awards.
But we were lucky enough to hear in person's B.B. King when he was performing in his last year, and he would just come out on stage and he sat through the whole concert. So would that might be a thought, if because there would be a lot of local clubs close to you that would be honored to have you come in and do a set.
Well, I'm just going to say stay tuned because I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm clubs are wonderful and fabulous, but I'm okay. I'm content.
Yeah.
At least at the moment, and I can only say for today.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's everything.
Do you have a piano in your apartment, or is it?
I certainly do.
You do.
So I want to make sure that we set this up properly, and I want you guys to understand how incredible this next moment is, because in the recording, you might hear that there were some technical issues and things that were happening, but we wanted to hear Deeds play. And so through just her love for music, and because it's Penn's birthday, Deeds decided to share a very special song with us. And so we hope that you guys enjoy this song.
Every time it rains, because it's going to be Penn's birthday one of these days. And he's from heaven. You'll see your fortunes falling all over town. Your umbrella is upside down. Beginning to tear up a little bit. Say goodbye, a package of sunshine and flowers. Don't you know that the one you love, there may be flowers. So if you fear thunder, don't run on your tree. There'll be praise from heaven for you and me. There'll be praise from heaven for you.
Yay.
Yeah. Oh
Oh my goodness.
Oh, did it? We're not going to be able to continue. Penn and I are sobbing back here. It's when you hear it, it's not recording studio, but it's
beautiful.
It's what it's like. It's what it's like when you're there in person, and just hanging out. And somebody does something wonderful like you just did for us. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
so glad. Music is healing. Without getting into detail, Momo, I understand the challenges that you've been going through. So my thoughts and prayers are with you, dear.
yeah. But boy, even with difficulty with the mic, your voice is still
amazing.
Wow.
I know, especially just like off the hook. And I that song gets me every time because it's a beautiful song, but the words are just always hit me right in the heart.
Well, consider this a birthday.
Oh, well, thank you. I was just about to tell Moses. I was like, okay, you're off the hook because that's all I wanted.
That's my birthday gift card. Blah blah blah. So
it's perfect.
And believe it or not, I believe that this universe and our world. It may seem bleak at times, but I'm telling you guys, get ready because it's going to be better in the long run than you could have ever imagined. I believe that with my whole heart and soul.
Yeah.
Yes. Ultimately so. Yes. So.
Yeah, I was having a conversation with a friend this morning about that. He was just very, very upset about a bunch of stuff that's going on, and and I was like, okay, so what? How can we make this better? Like, how can we let some sunshine in? And we had to talk about it. And he really did have some really great ideas. And I think we do all need to kind of pause and say, okay, this is what I'm going through right now, but we don't know what's going to be around the corner. Like, we have absolutely no idea. And that's why life is so beautiful.
I know. I know, but it's just amazing how things work. Even in the hardest of times, they do. There's something about it coming together. We just gotta. I know that there are miracles all over the place if I just look for them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know artistically, hard times create great art in all the different fields. Because, like, even through COVID, for me, it was an incredibly creative time. And that there were so many great artists who came out with great work from that period that just would not have happened if they hadn't been forced into seclusion.
Yeah. And it's not to take away the pain or sadness or
huge sadness.
But
a lot of musicians, including me on some levels, lost part of their livelihood.
Yes.
COVID, that's how we did.
Yeah.
So, but I'm just so grateful that I'm in this beautiful facility and we do the best that we can to treat each other with kindness, and that's the deal. And
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm so thankful that this the technology that I was able to depend on Lenny the Laptop. That's what I call my computer. That it's like 13 years old, and it's been all over the world. And in fact, the top or the lid of Lenny had a whole bunch of cat pictures on it, especially through going through security. So nobody could swipe them, So it wasn't just one of the other computers. So but it really has served me well. Thank you, Lenny.
Yes, thank you, Lenny.
It's been all over the world, you know.
Just like you. Just like you.
And I used to have this called Sling Player, and I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but, you know, I was able to hook, a tech was able to hook it up to my direct TV unit through my computer, and I was able to watch, you know, my soaps.
What, okay, so what is your favorite soap, Deeds?
The Young and the Restless and the Boulder. And,
perfect.
yeah, and everything. So
don't you have another?
Yeah,
you have another name for the Young and the Restless?
Is that okay if I say
Yes,
it?
go ahead and say it.
Yeah.
Okay. The Hung and the Breastless. Or the Young and the Restless.
Oh, Deeds.
I know. Yeah, this is the part of Deeds that unless you get to hang out with you, that people don't get to experience.
That's true. You know, and that's okay. It's
It is.
I mean, being with you guys is one of the highlights of my life, not only of just my day, but my life, because, you know, it brings hope for those of people who lost their sight. And it doesn't have to be a death sentence.
That's right.
It doesn't have to be anything like that. I mean, even though I'm one of those people who was actually, like I discussed the last time we were here together, Pan,
Yeah.
when I was actually born with sight, and yet the incubator destroyed it.
Yeah.
But I know, and this is one of the things I'm pretty sure that I'm going to see is Mama's face when I get to the other side of that mountain. But not only Mama's face, but Puss's face.
Yes.
You and I talked about that too.
Yeah.
So
I remember our last interview, I asked you if, you know, there was a magic wand and you got your sight back, what would be the first thing you'd want to see? And you said Puss's face. And I was like, oh.
Yes, Puss's face. Because I know in my heart of hearts that it will.
Yes.
At some point in time that it'll happen. And I know that the visual that I'll have when I step out of this body and make that transition is to be able to see my loved ones, to be able to hang out with the cats, you know, Louis Armstrong and Sarah Vaughan and Quincy Jones and all of these wonderful jazzers, and be able to do Penny from Heaven for Pen.
Yes, exactly.
So
exactly.
That's what I was thinking when you were talking. I thought, man, when you get there, music in heaven's going to get a lot better.
I just will have so much to learn. I can just see myself be a teacher, maybe even swing back down in the unseen to help someone out. You know, like I love that show, Touched by an Angel. That was what that concept was, starring Della Reese. You remember that? And so, this is what kind of like what I visualize. And life is good, and being here with you guys and having an attitude of gratitude.
Yes.
That's the most important thing that I can think of, to be able to just express it, no matter, even if I'm in a funky mood or whatever, just to be able to, when I can, to know that there is a choice, there's an alternative, and I can make that choice of getting into gratitude anytime I wish to do so.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've learned.
And you do, Deeds. I mean, you practice what you preach. That's for sure. Which is one of the reasons I adore you.
I love you too, and I adore you. I'll never forget our limo ride back to the airport. You and I holding hands, talking, and it was just so much fun. It was just really.
Yeah. This is because I know we're getting close to an end, and it's meant as a huge compliment. Is that with the overload of media, like everybody knows a type of music, and so they might not have heard of you, or like when I'm talking about all the stars that I've met or hung out with, and talking to somebody that's under 30, they don't know who I'm talking about. And so going back to your wonderful gift to Penn is, for everybody out there who has not heard of Diane Schuur, you've got to go find out. Because that moment when you're on the piano singing here on the podcast, imagine, for everybody who has not heard of Diane Schuur, all you kids, that you have just met Taylor Swift.
That's right.
Okay? And it's in her room, and Taylor says, "Hey, I want to play this special song for you."
Yeah.
That's what it is for our generation who know all about you. That just happened on this podcast, that I'm going to get the quote.
I know.
Again.
And I want to add on to that. I often, and this was even before I met you, Deeds, or our paths had crossed on any level, I would play your music in the background when I would be working, or even when I was trying to like chill out after work. I feel like your music is good for pretty much any occasion. It could be a romantic, if you're feeling like a romantic date, or you need to.
Yeah, thank you for that.
But your music really is timeless, and so even if you are young and you've never heard of Diane Schuur, I don't know what rock you've been living under, but if that's the case, once you ask, I'm not going to say her name or else mine's going to go off and so will Deeds, but your smart speaker, ask your smart speaker, or get on your Spotify or Pandora, wherever you listen to music. And because Deeds has a ton of albums out there, and her music really is timeless. It's, and you've even, some of these young whippersnappers, you have sung with some of these young whippersnappers. So it really is just
well, I have done taught a lot of classes. Through the years at different colleges and everything. There's only one dream that I didn't attain, was getting a doctorate. Because if I'd have gotten a doctorate, then I would have said, "Hey, man, you can call me Dr. Deeds." And,
we can call you Dr. Deeds anyway.
Okay.
Deeds, this. I know it sounds cliched, but it's so true. This was such a gift.
For me as well. I wanted to do this for a very long time. And once again, Lenny, thank you so much.
Thank you to all of our Lennys.
I was so scared because I thought, oh no, my phone's got to be iOS 16 or later.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what am I going to do? And so our wonderful Jonathan, the best tech in the world, was able to help me out, even before his morning coffee. Hey, dude.
And that's saying a lot. Well, Deeds, what do you want our audience out there? As you know, they're all over the world. They're in different situations, circumstances. We don't know what's their days like, or their night. Actually, it's going to be night some places when this come out. What would you like? What would you like them to walk away with?
In Japan, I would say, if I were in Japan, Tomodachi no wa, which means peace. And there are other languages, or in Spanish, a funny one would be patas arriba, and that would be paws up. And, just different things. There's a lot of other languages that I didn't get to and don't know a lot about, but I just wish for world peace. I just want to I don't want to do it with a closed fist. I want to do it with an open hand. Just like when I jumped out of that perfectly good airplane and went skydiving.
That's right.
And it's on YouTube, not to name different media platforms, but it's all over the place.
Yes.
And something like this, being on a show like this, which is broadcasted all over the world, I'm so proud of you guys. So just keep on keeping on with that. And you guys are number 10. Am I right?
Yeah, we're in the top 10% globally. It's crazy.
Yeah.
This may push us over that even, Deeds.
It could. It could.
Well, wow. we're head towards the end right now, but again, Deeds, you just made my world. As I'm sure.
Well, I'd be remiss if I didn't sing happy birthday.
Oh, Deeds, you're gonna make me cry again. Okay.
No.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, sweet Pen Pen. Happy birthday to you on March 24th. So don't forget that on your calendar because she is such a old chick.
Oh. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Thank you.
You know I'm gonna have to take the trash out now because I filled up the basket with tissue paper.
Yes. Oh, Deeds, this has been such a treat.
Me too. I'm telling you, it's really been.
And I know we'll stay connected. We've got,
and I will be back to share more stories to let you know what's going on at the home and
absolutely
and all of this kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And everybody out there, make sure you check out Deeds' other work. And there is a lot of amazing videos out there too. You could spend a whole day binging on Diane Schuur's work. And everybody out there, thank you so much for coming back week after week. I absolutely want to thank all of my guests. Moses and I, it really is. We really look forward to meeting new people and or like with Deeds, hearing from old friends. And you guys are the ones that make this show. Moses and I just get to come along for the ride. So we really, when we're doing this, because we talk about it, it's like all you guys out there, you're here in the room with us. And it's like, we're just part of the audience too. And we love you guys. Yes. So any accolades that the Blind Chick gets, it's that goes straight to all of you. So, and especially our
Did you hear
guests.
that little bell?
I did.
Yeah, that little bell, that was from the A girl.
Oh, okay. Is she agreeing with us?
I don't know. It depends on what notification I get.
So, and all of you out there, remember to be kind to yourselves this week and find a way to be kind to somebody else. It's good for your soul. And we will see you next week.